Hey there, Nancy Drew Clue Crew. I'm Maura, and welcome to another video walkthrough of the Nancy Drew game series. Today I'm taking a new direction with the series by playing Lights, Camera, Curses, the first of only 2 games in the Nancy Drew Dossier series. As you can tell, it doesn't start up like all the other games, and that's only one of the many differences it and Resorting to Danger, the second Dossier game, has from the games in the main series. In fact, the only real similarity these 2 game series have with each other is featuring Lonnie Manella as the voice of Nancy. Okay, so this is the main menu for Lights, Camera, Curses, and you start by selecting the name of the player. I already have my name selected and to be started for a new game, so I'm just going to get started by clicking play.
It all started with this letter from a friend of my dad's. When I called her, Molly sounded even more desperate over the phone than she did in her letter. She told me to come to Hollywood ASAP and meet her on the set where Pharaoh is being shot.
So that's where Nancy's going, Hollywood.
The set is on a very old movie lot, which is apparently being made into a very modern theme park. I've investigated mysterious accidents before, but never on the set of a real-life movie.
And she's investigating accidents on a real-life movie set.
This is one case I can't wait to solve.
Me neither. Sounds AJ, here I come. Hollywood, here comes Nancy. And so there are a lot of cinematic cutscenes in this game, and they're all in 2D comic-style animation.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. I'm here. Okay, now, time to get started. With this little tutorial, it'll explain what you need to do to get into the game's gameplay. Okay, so the Dossier games have a very different style of gameplay than the other games in the series. For one, they're hidden object games instead of the typical click-and-point adventure games. So you need to do 2 things wherever Nancy is, in a room or other place. Find the hidden objects and click on pairs of objects to use them together in some way. So that's what you do in these 2 Dossier games. Being hidden object games, lots of what you do in them is pairing objects together. Alright, so find the important objects, move your mouse around until sparkles appear. Now I can get a close-up of that sign. The sign is selected, Nancy's ready to do something with it. Then select the object in the room that Nancy can use to fix the sign, the tape. Okay, so as you'll notice here, I have a score of 50 points. When you make correct matches in these games, you get a score of so many points. And when you make multiple matches correctly in streaks without any mistakes, then you get bonus points, increasing your score. So let me show you more of that. Throughout the game, you will continue pairing up items that can be used together by selecting them one after another. And this is telling me how many hidden objects there are to find in this room. And when you zoom your mouse over something that has sparkles, that's one of the hidden objects you're looking for. Use this. Alright, that's telling me I got 2 in a row. Notice the bulb has a small magnifying glass icon over it. It means it's not actively selected, but it can be used to mark objects I've already found. And look down here. When you selected the light bulb, your action bar lit up blue, and it contains items that let you inspect or interact with objects on the screen, and you can only use it when it turns blue. So the clue is where the text appears, I need a closer look, so you should select the sleuth eye. Prong is bent, that's why it's broken. When you're done viewing the close-up, click the OK tab. Alright, now let me keep working on my own. Put the prong back. Alright, that's telling me how many matches I've made. Now I can put it back and use this tool again. Okay, now it's telling me I'm done. I've gotten the hang of how to play. Let's get back to the story. So now the goal has changed. That's that's what happens when you've found all the hidden objects and worked with them. It'll tell you it's done and it'll give you a new goal. So now I'm going to click next, and I have to click on this red arrow to go to another part of the room, which will give me more hidden objects and more tasks to do. Okay. And see the number down here? That's how many hidden objects there are in the room right now. Okay, so I gotta find 5. Watch out, remember to watch when your action bar lights up blue. So what does this say? Well, since I want to get close up there, I should select the eye. Okay, that's telling me how many matches I made in a row, and I've earned 500 points for all those matches, I mean. Now, what this is telling me, and as I keep finding hidden objects, the number will decrease. So I found them all, but I haven't used them yet. And if you want to select them close up like this when you're ready to make a match with another hidden object, but when you click on it again or unselect it, that means you don't have to have it ready to make a match. And I would recommend unselecting items like this just so you don't accidentally make a mismatch, because if you make mismatches, then your streak is broken and you have to restart with starting from 50 points and how many you can get until you have broken the streak, like how many bonus points. I think when you get 6 matches in a row, then you can earn bonus points as long as you don't make any mismatches that will break the streak. Okay, so I've got bonus points. And so I would recommend just clicking on all the hidden objects, wherever sparkles are, where they light up, that's a hidden object you're looking for. So once you find them, just select them, then unselect them until you have found all objects so you can match them up together. Okay, I got more bonus points. Okay, call stage A, and then press this button.
Stage A, what's up? Make it fast.
Hi.
That's gotta be Molly.
Nancy Drew. I'm looking for Molly McKenna.
Finally! I'm a little stressed at the moment because we just blew a circuit and nobody's power tools work. Wait a minute. Nancy, see the generator up there? I need you to start it. Got that?
I guess so. Sure.
Don't guess so. Do so. Fast.
Okay, it's telling me I'm done here. Now I have new tasks to do, so I want to click on the red arrow to go to the other half of the room. Okay, just like I said, after you select an object, you can unselect it by clicking it again. It will stay marked with the small lens icon. When it's small lens, it means it's deselected or unselected, however you want to call it, so that it's not ready to be matched. When it has a large lens icon, then it's ready to be matched. But I would recommend, again, deselecting objects so you don't make accidental mismatches. Okay. So just select and unselect then. Well, I think this can go with this. This can go with this. And see, since I haven't made any mismatches, I keep getting bonus points. Okay. All right. When it lights up blue then, and when you click on an object and the action bar lights up blue, just think about what the text above there says. That would make sense whether you select the eye, the hand, the flashlight, or any other objects that will appear later. Well, I want to push this button, so I'm going to select the hand. Talk to the hand, why don't ya? Okay, I think I've selected everything else here. Now I want to start the motor, so I'm going to click the hand. Hands up.
I think someone's coming.
All right. More comic style animation for this cutscene, and Molly's approaching. And unlike the main games, when you talk to a character, this is how they appear in this little,
Good to meet you, too. I fixed the...
photo shot. That's what it seems like to me. Okay, to solve the case, you have to get as much info as you can out of characters. To bring up a subject with them, starting here with Molly, pick the correct answer from the options you see. You get more than one chance, but you'll receive the most points, which is 100, if you get it right on the first try. Alright, I fixed the generator.
I fixed the generator.
Thanks. My line producer quit on me, so I've been down there cracking the whip all day. Looks like I'm gonna be here all night, too. I hate shooting at night.
Because of the creepy accidents?
No, because I have to pay the crew time and a half. Double if we go past midnight. It's gonna put us even more over budget.
I noticed something interesting on the wall next to the intercom. It was
The wanted poster of a black cat.
It was a wanted poster of a black cat.
A black cat keeps showing up on the set, and rumors are flying that it's some kind of jinx. So if you see it, grab it. I want it gone. Last thing the crew needs is another distraction. Some of them already think this production has the Lois Manson curse hanging over it. Oh no, now what? I gotta get down there. Look, go outside to Main Street and get the Ankh out of the storage room behind the pawn shop, okay? Bring it to me on the set, if there still is a set.
Okay, one new thing I want to mention about the differences this game has from the main games of the series, and so does Resorting to Danger, is that the Dossier games are divided into chapters that move the story along and assist in changing locations. In other words, unlike the main games, when you play these games, you can't proceed to a new location or the next chapter until you've done everything you need to do in your current location. And as your score increases, you'll also move up in the detective ranking, as you can see here. You're taken to the end of it after each chapter. The more points you get, the higher your ranking will be. Sometimes during chapters, you get the opportunity to play a matching game to earn bonus points. The score you get also affects the game's ending. If you obtain the highest ranking, you'll get a special ending. So, let's go back to the game. And on to my next location. Yeah, you can click on your goal here to get more details. And like I said, this tells you how many hidden objects there are to find in the location. Alright, so these two will make a match, but just remember, deselect items or objects so you don't make an accidental mismatch. Okay, so I start a new location, so I start from 50 points again. If I make the correct selection, I'll get 2 in a row.
I wonder what this means.
This is something you don't select on much, but when you find batteries, your option here is to click on the flashlight in the action bar. Alright, so I got another match. Now, the flashlight is working, so I'm gonna try it out as it says near the garbage can. See what I can find hidden in the dark. Okay, I'm going to pick this up, so I'm gonna select the hand.
Yes.
Alright, so this is a new item for the action bar. I'll be using it to pick locks a lot in this game. A screwdriver, I think I can use it on this. Alright. So it looks like I've picked up a gramophone record. You can listen to it by going to your journal and clicking the audio icon on the current chapter page. And so I want to show that off now. Now, there are a couple other gramophone records to find in this game. It's not vital to listen to them, but I want to anyway, just to show you guys what it's like. So I'm going to select on the journal right here. Here's a short term, which each tab is for. You've already seen the detective ranking here. A map showing the places I've visited so far. Nancy's journal entries, that's where I want to look at the audio for the gramophone. Okay, and as I keep moving up, like gain more points, I'll move up in the detective rankings. And once I've achieved this, the current ranking and have earned points to for the next ranking, the name of it will be unlocked. Okay, so I want to go here, and here I am in chapter 2. If I click on this, I can at least look information I found. Extras here is where I can find the audio, so let's play it.
I am C.B. Collingwood, and it is October the 5th, 1936. Well, the first day of shooting what will surely be my most memorable, and certainly my greatest picture, is over. We shot the grand barge scene, and I must say, the sand, the palm trees, the water, and Lois, my dear, delicate, exquisitely beautiful Lois, everything worked. Everything came together for a shot that was breathtaking. Even the crew was it all, and that is always a good sign.
Okay, now I want to go back to the game. Well, I've got the bobby pin, so I'm gonna pick the lock. Okay, now I'm in lockpick mode. This tells me the pattern I need to make, and I need to make several of them to completely unlock the lock. Okay, so I gotta make the patterns with these pieces.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna open this, and it's best if I click the hand.
Yes. Here's the encore.
Always watch for the text mentioned above the hidden objects when the action bar lights up to select which you're going to use most are the eye or the hand, but just make sure you read the text above to that'll be the clue to tell you which one you have to select.
That's the cat Molly wants me to catch. I'd better go after it.
Ah, there it is, right up there. But I can't reach it. So let's see what there is to see around here. Alright. Now let's cut these free.
It looks like there are some tools behind that gate. Maybe I can use them.
Okay, and so when this lights up, when you find the clue mentions about something being locked, click on the bobby pin. So then you'll go into lockpick mode again. Okay, now they're going to make it a little harder. They're throwing another color into the mix. You can also click on any upcoming piece to swap it with your active piece, especially if it's a color you need to make the pattern. All right, let's go. I think I'll click on that. This. Right, I have to wait. Here's an orange. Ah, good, I can use these. Alright, looks like I need one more. Okay, one more after that. Alright.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Whoa, I better turn the power off before someone gets electrocuted. Namely me.
All right. Would you stop meowing? Whoa.
That sure got the cat to come down. Now where'd it go?
All right, here's another red arrow. I just go back to where I started here. There's the cat right there. I better take a closer look at you. Now, it may seem obvious you want to select the hand, but since it says closer look, select the eye.
I guess I'll have to go upstairs if I want to catch that cat.
Okay. All right, I achieved amateur detective. Now I'm almost halfway through the next rank, rookie investigator. That sounds like one angry cat.
There's a key in here. I can't quite reach it.
So we have to get that key.
Long and sticky.
All right. Oh, and just like I've said before, if you pair up several objects in a streak, as I put it, but it also says here, in a row without any mismatches, you earn extra chain bonus points. And I've been doing that well. So, want to try to keep up that streak. But you have to make sure to do that, you select objects, then deselect them, so you don't make any accidental mismatches. I should be able to get the key now. Okay. It said Charlena Purcell. The phone character from Secret of Shadow Ranch, and then as a seeable character in Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, she's the romance novelist.
Looks like someone's not too happy. I guess I should answer that.
What you're doing can wait. You need to get back to the soundstage. Ms. McKenna's looking for you. Quite frantically, I might add. There's been another accident.
Okay, now it's time for a bonus round. That's the matching game I mentioned to earn bonus points.
Nancy, what took you so long?
I ran into some bad luck. What happened here?
Oh, because of the black cat?
The bricks were rigging lights when all of a sudden the scaffolding for the Nefertiti throne just collapsed out from under them. Nobody got hurt, but I thought it best to wrap for the night.
I see. Well, when I was in the office, I got a strange call from a man with a deep voice. And he said, "Get back to the soundstage."
That was Arthur Hitchens, my boss, our boss, the boss, the guy who's financing this shipwreck of a movie. See, he bought the old theme park this soundstage sits on and is counting on the new improved version of Pharaoh to launch a new theme park he's going to develop. It's going to pay homage not to old Hollywood like the former park did, but to ancient Egypt.
Oh, I see. This whole set is sitting on an old theme park then. That explains the old detective statue. I tried putting a coin into the detective statue, and the first thing that happened was the detective's eyes glowed. But then something went wrong because a puddle of water became electrified.
That statue is 65 years old. It was part of the theme park that was built after the set of the first Pharaoh movie was torn down and bulldozed over. Now, the park's just a bunch of dilapidated buildings and killer statues. Why Arthur insists on keeping an office down there is beyond me.
So, regarding the latest accident, I'd really like to check out that collapsed scaffolding.
That was the main reason I shut down for the night, so nobody could muck up the crime scene before you had a chance to look for clues. Just get to the bottom of these accidents. And keep looking for that cat.
Oh, I will.
I need to get up to the part of the scaffolding that isn't collapsed. Maybe I can use this dolly. I just need to get it in the right position.
Here's the shooting schedule. So you move the dolly from here to here to here. Now you bring it all the way back.
Perfect. That's just where I need it to be. Now I can climb up to that scaffolding.
Okay.
I'd better put these scaffolding pipes back together before the whole thing falls apart.
Okay, when you inspect them closely, like that, you can, the pieces with the places where they're supposed to go, it's easy to figure out how to match them just like that. So like that goes here, because the patterns match. Okay.
again.
Okay. Alright. Now, since it says if I could just catch you, you want to select the hand.
I just can't seem to catch that cat.
That darn cat.
The Ruler of the Nile is the title to this, a film in a new style, not easily dismissed. The famous Nile Princess, the Lois Manson played, her life was a success, her name will never fade. Looks like these are part of a wardrobe item. I'd better check it out.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this bolt has been shaved off. What happened to the scaffolding was no accident.
No accident indeed.
This could be a clue as to who tampered with this bolt. I should check out the wardrobe room.
Alright, I achieved Rookie Investigator. Now I'm halfway through Gifted Gumshoe. Nice.
There you are.
Here. Oh, here it is. Here, kitty, kitty. Darn.
Shoot, there it goes again. How can I follow that cat now? These crates are too heavy to move. There's a wooden ramp here, but it's broken. Maybe I can build a new ramp.
Okay, I'll do just that.
A.H. Arthur Hitchens? Wonder what he'd need that decoder.
Yes, it's missing. Because notice it wasn't checked off. Alright.
These levers control that crane. It looks like it can hold a lot of weight.
Yes, I think I can build a ramp and move it over there with the crane. Okay, my mistake there. I didn't mean to make a match. I was just trying to... Didn't realize I didn't, unselect it at first. Okay. Now I can use the hammer and nails. There we go. Okay, another bonus round. Alright, now on to the wardrobe.
Well, it doesn't look like the cat's here. But this looks like the wardrobe room. Maybe I can find out where those beads came from now.
Okay.
Looks like the costumes are strewn everywhere. Maybe I'll put them away.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Assistant after all. For reference only. Ah, okay. Here's how I can figure out which costumes belong in which lockers.
Alright. Alright, so these heads are up here. I can't reach them. They're too high, so I have to use the whip. Just whip it. Okay. Hey, a bead.
The beads I found on the broken scaffolding match the ones on this Nefertiti costume.
Does that mean the person who was wearing the costume sabotaged the scaffolding?
This screwdriver was used to scratch out that nameplate. Looks like someone was upset.
Yeah. Eda.
Now let's clean up this mess. Huh? Who are you? Oh my gosh, you're Eda Brooks.
Okay, this is Eda
Hi,
Brooks,
I'm
another
Nancy
character
Drew.
in the game. She's an actress, and she's the star of the movie, playing Nefertiti.
Ever since Tatiana quit, this room's been a disaster. I've lost 2 pairs of Italian shoes in here.
I saw Tatiana's note. She was really scared of the accidents.
All these people quitting. They're such wusses. So what if the set is cursed? Nobody's died or even gotten hurt. What the heck is their problem?
By any chance, is your costume
Missing a bead.
missing a bead?
Yes. Nobody can find the glue gun, so now wherever I go, I leave a trail of beads.
Is that
You
so?
get upset when you read those tabloid articles by Lydia Lynn?
Upset? Did they spell my name wrong? No, they spelled it right. Why would I get upset? It's free publicity. Actually, there's 2 stories in there about me. Well, technically, the second one's about Lois Manson, but it's kind of about me, seeing as how
Okay, so
I'm playing
Eda
part
is
she
playing
played in the first Pharaoh movie
Nefertiti
before she
in
bit
this
me.
remake
Or
of
should I
Pharaoh,
say,
this
before the sequel.
inheriting the role
How did
that
the name play on
Lois
your
Manson
locker?
played in the original Pharaoh.
How did it get all scratched up?
So I guess,
know. It
yeah,
happened
I
a
said
couple of
like
days ago.
she
Apparently
inherited the
somebody
role in a
just-
way, or she's
Although I have no idea
following in
why.
the footsteps of Lois
as far as
Manson.
stars go, I'm nice as can be. So just
You don't really
fuck off,
sound that
Mr.
nice to
Name
me.
Scratch Router, whoever you are.
Were you on the set? Were you on the set when the scaffolding collapsed?
No, Just so happens I got a call from my agent saying to meet him in the Casbah. That's the lounge near the hotel we're all staying at. So I went over there, and the next thing I knew, the crew came in saying there'd been another accident, and we were done for the night. Hey, you should head over to the Casbah and meet the people you'll be working with. George is there. George Jackson.
He's the director of the movie Pharaoh.
Nice all the time.
So Eda is the star, the lead actress. George is the director, and Molly is the producer. The person we still have to meet then will be Arthur Hitchens. He's the film's financier or financial advisor.
Hey there! Are you the new production assistant?
Me? Oh, yeah.
I could really use some help here behind the bar. What do you say to taking care of a few of these smoothie orders?
Well, sure. Why not? This should be the perfect opportunity to hear some local gossip.
Yep. Alright. Gotta fill up the smoothie orders. This is another type of mini game. I mean, picking the locks, that's one of them. Like, one of those little mini games you do during gameplay within chapters. Okay. Select the eggs. They're just showing, giving a little tutorial of making the smoothies. Okay, fill the meter on the left side. That's when the straw fills up there. That's your meter's filled up. Okay. Rattlesnake.
It's no fun getting all your nutrition to a straw, let me tell you.
Did you know that Lois Manson's body was buried along with the original Pharaoh sect?
Baloney. She's buried in Westwood. I've seen her grave.
They buried an empty casket. There might be a snake.
Hey, I recognize that voice. That's Scott Carty, who voices Ned in the main game series.
I heard that snake did Lois Manson so much as gas.
And that's the actress for Bess at the time.
One of the grips.
Like the latest voice actress for Bess.
Keeps showing up behind her on the window. It's not our fearless director over there sure looks happy. It's the rattlesnake he's drinking. Can't get enough of them. What's in those things anyway? Blueberries,
Orange slices, and peanut butter.
Always served with a snake rattle swizzle stick. You ever want to have a nice long chat with George Jackson? Just put a rattlesnake down in front of him, and it'll open right up.
All right, I'll do just that.
That's a good tip. I need to meet George Jackson. White rattlesnake smooth George. Coming right up.
And here he is.
Ah, there we go.
George.
My favourite thirst quencher.
And he's Australian, I can tell by the accent.
Nancy Drew. I'm George Jackson, director of films, lover of rattlesnakes.
I hear Arthur Hitchens is...
Okay, so
I hear Arthur
George
Hitchens
is the third
really
character to
making
meet.
everything
Still gotta meet Arthur
That's not
Hitchens.
true. I swear, if the members of this crew were half as good at working as they are at spreading rumours, we would have read this picture 2 weeks ago. I don't know who told you that, but Arthur Hitchens and I get along just fine.
Will your version of Pharaoh be similar to the original Pharaoh movie?
My film will be nothing like the cheesy, overwrought monstrosity classic studio spewed out 75 years ago. My Pharaoh will be spectacular in every sense of the word. I do intend to shoot the climactic death scene in exactly the same way, shot for shot, as the original director. You know, as a kind of intellectual exercise. But even then, I guarantee you there will be no mistaking my work for his.
I hear Eda can be hard to work with.
I got that impression very easily.
Challenge. Unfortunately, I love challenges. I so love Eda. Every self-centered, scatterbrained, and videophobic square inch of her.
Oh, videophobic?
She's afraid of snakes, something she conveniently failed to mention until after she'd signed a contract. See, the climax of the film happens when her character, Nefertiti, tries to murder someone using a poisonous snake. which means to shoot that scene, Eda has to be ready, willing, and able to hold a live snake. Non-poisonous, of course.
What if she won't do it?
Oh, she'll do it. Like it or not, Eda is going to do that final scene just like it was done in the original.
Is that a threat?
Why do you think this production of Pharaoh is... Why is this production having so many accidents?
Molly McKenna, the mad course cutter. It's her fault. Anytime you have a producer whose first concern is money and last concern is safety, what do you get? Accidents.
So you don't believe... You don't believe in any curse?
All I know is... Sometimes it seems like that lady is deliberately trying to sabotage her own shoot.
I'll let you get back to your rattlesnake.
For that, I thank you.
I'd sure like to get Arthur's take on all this. Maybe I'll head over to his office. Looks like Arthur isn't here, which means it's a good time to snoop for that decoder.
Okay, so it's a button code, so I have to use the powder on here, almost like fingerprint powder, to figure out which buttons have been pressed.
I just need to figure out which buttons get
The one with the most
pressed
powder is the first, the one with the least powder is the last.
All right, got it open.
Location of the decoder can be found within Poe's Telltale Heart. I took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposited all between the scantlings. Ah, is it down here? Yep. There it is.
That was missing from that crate on the set.
Alright.
I bet each hieroglyph in the note represents one letter of the alphabet. I just need to match letters with hieroglyphs.
Alright, so the ruler of the Nile is title to this, a film in a new style not easily dismissed. The answer is Pharaoh, so I've got to spell it out according to the, match the letters with the hieroglyphs here. And you can tell because it has 7 letters that the answer is Pharaoh. Okay. Okay, next, page 2. The famous Nile Princess that Lois Manson played. Her life was a success. Her name will never fade. The answer is Nefertiti, because it has 9 letters, and here you have part of it filled up already with this letter. Okay. And onto the last page. To interpret the stone, it will need to be shown who sat on a throne in a movie well known. Well, I just need to fill in 2 letters. The answer is Lois. Lois Manson. Okay.
Hey, there's a voicemail. Maybe I should check up on who's been calling Arthur.
Hi, Arthur, it's me. I was just wondering if you talk. You know my number.
And here's Arthur.
You're Arthur Hitchens?
That I am, Nancy. No need to apologize for breaking into my office. It's exactly what I was hoping you'd do. It proves that you are indeed up to the task at hand, which, unbeknownst to Ms. McKenna, is the real reason I suggested she hire you. Here, I'd like you to have this. I found it in the janitor's closet. It's an old lockpicking kit. Take it.
Nice.
Great. I bet this'll come in handy.
Yes, it will.
I hear you intend to build... I hear you intend to build another theme park right here.
That's correct. The fact that a promising starlet died while shooting a movie here, the fact that the set was buried immediately after the film wrapped, the fact that a new version of the very same movie is being filmed in the very same place. Combine these elements with state-of-the-art attractions, and I believe the public will flock to Pharaohland by the thousands.
When you said the real reason I was hired, it wasn't to investigate all the accidents, was it?
Few people know this, but the version of Pharaoh that was shown in theaters back in 1937 was not the version the director shot. Much of his footage, the scene in which poor Lois Manson met her demise in particular, was somehow lost. Were it to be found, it would be incredible.
So that's why Nancy was brought here.
For my version of the movie.
And you'd like me
To
try
find this lost footage.
Correct. I have reason to believe that the director hid the missing footage somewhere on the set of the original movie just before the studio bulldozed over it. If that footage really is down there, Nancy, I want it.
That director, was his name by any chance?
Z.B. Collingwood.
Was his name Z.B. Collingwood?
Yes, that is correct. I think whoever's been causing these accidents is trying to shut down my production so they can look for Collingwood's lost footage. Nancy, I think you have what it takes to find this lost footage. I suggest you head over to the Hotel Maltese. I'm keeping the cast and crew there with strict orders not to talk to the media. I suggest you start your investigation in Ms. McKenna's room.
Your producer, Molly? She's a suspect?
Make no mistake, Ms. Drew. Everyone is a suspect.
Well, that was nice to do. It's very hard for me to get past the third part in the bonus round. Few times that I've played this entire game, I rarely do that. Okay, so I've got lots of hidden objects here. I gotta get to Molly's room, but gotta do several things first. So let's... Ah. I think I will mess with the clock using this so the fountain will run. Don't think they're real names. It's an anagram.
In room 614. But there's no key,
No
for
key
room
here.
614 here. It's a good thing I have that lockpicking kit. It looks like there are hieroglyphs all along the edges of this old movie poster. Let's see if I
Alright.
can decipher them. What in the world does Major Haji mean? I can't walk past that security camera. They'll recognize me.
Alright, that's why I need this coat and hat. Now I should be able to get through there. Wow, look how high my score is now. Woo! Achieved gifted gumshoe. Now I'm more than halfway through Super Sleuth. Time to look in Molly's room. But first, gotta get in using the lockpicking kit. Okay. Alright, cover the bottom row with wrong tumblers, don't fear.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Lots of hidden objects in here. Okay, take the batteries out, put them in here. Or not. I guess they're needed somewhere else. Oh. I get just take them out of there. I don't need them for the flashlight. Yeah, password protected, of course. Ah. Now I can use this iron on this. Just use a little steam and no one's the wiser. Now let's see what's here. All right. Now there's something stuck in there, but have no fear. That's what these tweezers are here for. Oh, that looks like that's a clue to her password. Alright. Alright, that's one half of her password. Dex at 10, that's the other half, so it's Rolodex.
Oh my gosh. Molly is researching the lost film.
She knows about it too.
Later at Arthur know.
Yes. Alright. This is so much fun.
Hello, Nancy. Are you making progress?
You may be right about Molly McKenna. I checked out her laptop, and the last website Molly visited was...
The Pharaoh Files.
The website she visited was Pharaoh Files. She
Look at the way it's spelled.
About the lost footage.
The Pharaoh Files. Nothing but a gossip board for misguided...
Oh, it is, huh?
But yes, that proves Molly is aware of the existence of the footage. And because she has more access to the set than anyone, causing accidents would be child's play for her.
Is that true?
To spend an inordinate amount of time in the prop room on the upper level of the sound stage. Perhaps it's time someone found out why she always keeps it locked.
Huh.
One other thing. In his letter, why did George accuse you of lying?
I've invested every cent I have in this project. I'm doing everything I can to avoid bankruptcy. So I was forced to pull a few strings to get George to direct this film for as little pay as possible. The prop room awaits, Miss Drew.
What's all this?
Whoa, broken glass.
I should probably pick it up before going to the prop room.
Yes. Glow in the dark, huh? Well, let's turn off the light. What's that? Key and tut base. Okay, better turn the lights back on. Oh, so that's the tut base. Use this to knock it open. Okay, there are still some items to look at. Including right here. Another audio diary. Why don't we take a listen? Okay. Wow, look how far I am. Still a long way to go, though.
CBC here. It's November the 18th, 1936. The day we officially fell exactly 2 weeks behind schedule and became $10,792 over budget. The studio is extremely concerned, of course, but the fault is theirs for saddling me with such an inept crew. Granted, getting the performance I want from Lois often requires several takes, but the camera operator is particularly impatient and unhelpful. No fellow artist, that one.
Okay. Oh, it's missing, huh? Alright, done here. Now let's click on the red arrow to go to the other part of the room.
Uh-oh. Looks like someone beat me to the punch when it comes to investigating this property. Hey, what's this on the floor?
Huh. A data chip.
Whoever broke in sure trashed the place. I guess I'll clean and look for evidence.
Alright. Huh. I could use a crowbar for something. Like this. Okay. That must be where the urn goes. Oh, dull spear. Use it on the snake. Huh. Must go right on this sarcophagus. Okay. Oh, another hacking manifest. Someone forged it? Ooh, there's flash boom missing.
There, all clean.
All right.
McKenna would be proud.
Okay, what do I use it on? Oh, okay. Flash boom sounds like, detonators.
What are you doing in here? And what did you do to the door?
It wasn't me. It was like that when I got here. Somebody must have broken in earlier tonight.
Why would somebody break in? There's nothing valuable in here.
If there's nothing valuable in here, why was the room locked?
Because film crews have notoriously sticky fingers, that's why. Besides, I store flash boom in here. That's a pyrotech we use for special effects.
I saw a crate of flash boom. It was completely empty.
That's not good. That stuff can also be used as an explosive.
Yeah, that was
No,
my
it was
first
in here.
impression.
Well, let's see. Everyone,
I checked out the scaffolding. I found
The bolt and a bead.
a bolt that was shaved off and a bead from Eda's costume.
shaved off. If the scaffolding collapsed because someone tampered with the bolts, that means these accidents aren't accidents at all.
No, I don't think
Eda
so.
can't be causing them. She has the mental capacity of a grapefruit.
Whoever broke in wrecked the security camera too, or tried to. The chip that was inside the camera. The chip was still intact. Is the editing room here equipped to play that video that was recorded digitally?
Of course.
I need to see what's on that chip. It could give us a look at our burglar.
The editing room's all yours. Just be sure to check out Eda's locker when you're done. She might be a better actress than I thought.
Oh, well, it'd be nice to have that high of a score. Alright. At least I got a match of 500 points.
A digital decryptor. I can use this to hack into the chip from the security camera.
Alright. So, match these together. Data hacking mode. Okay, another mini game. Alright. Try moving it over an empty space and dropping it in place. Yeah, drop them so they fit together snugly. Okay. Yes, I am ready. In the words of SpongeBob, I'm ready. All right. No mistakes.
That's the same cloak I saw in the wardrobe room.
All right. Look around in the wardrobe room.
Security stepped up. No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Okay, now let's figure out what the combination for this lock is. Writing little memos to herself. Okay. All right, unscrew it. All right, so that's one direction. I mean, that button, red button has to be pressed third. That's what it means. Okay, one more. Okay, blue 1. Yellow 2, and if I remember, my right, red 3, that means green 4. Okay.
Now I should be able to open this locker.
I'm really doing well with my matches. Whoa! A snake! Yikes. I hope that wasn't a poisonous one.
Now that the snake is gone, I can check out what's in the locker. Whoa, what's all that?
Is that Lois
I'll
Manson?
remove some of her stuff so I can inspect everything.
Okay,
Wow.
an autograph picture.
Lois Manson.
Wow.
Agapanthus africanus, or the lily of the Nile, is a beautiful plant with blue-violet flowers. Plant in full sun for the prettiest bloom.
Lois Lee Manson. That was her full name. Okay, one more thing to... Oh.
Eda sure is trying to get into the park.
She sure is. Is that supposed to be Lois and that's Eda? The Jewel of Karnak.
The huge jewel of Karnak emerald was lost during the shooting of the original Pharaoh film. Could the director's clues be leading me to it? More importantly, could Eda be after it?
Interesting. Ah, she just found the snake.
Over my foot. Oh my gosh, somebody catch it, please. I hate snakes. I hate snakes.
Eda, it's okay. I'll catch it. I promise. Just calm down.
Catch it and put it back in the reptile room. It must have escaped or something.
I will. I promise. Just calm down. What's the reptile room?
It's where they keep all the icky creatures they're using for the shoot. Snakes, lizards, frogs, turtles. Why's my locker open?
Look, I'm gonna level with you. I'm not really a production assistant. I'm a private detective.
A private detective? Really? Wait a minute. You opened my locker?
Yeah, and I hate to tell you this, but
The snake came from your locker.
that snake came from your locker.
Someone put a snake in my locker? Was it poisonous?
I couldn't really tell, but probably not. Do you have any idea who might have put it there?
No. I mean, yes. Whoever's been watching me, that's who it was. Wherever I go, on the set, in the hotel, I get the creepiest feeling that someone's staring at me. I mean, of course people stare at me because I'm young and beautiful and all that, but this feels more like someone's spying on me.
I saw this book in your locker.
About the Jewel of Karnak.
It's about the Jewel of Karnak.
See, legend has it that Nefertiti was the original owner of this ginormous emerald that became known
Ginormous.
as the Jewel of Karnak.
Interesting choice of
Apparently
words.
Lois Manson heard that and refused to star in Pharaoh unless the real Jewel of Karnak was used as a prop. And people say,
Really?
I'm a diva. Anyway, during the shoot, the jewel suddenly went missing. Everyone suspected Lois had taken it, which she of course denied. But a couple of days later, that thing with the snake happened and she died. So the movie wrapped, we buried the set, and the Jewel of Karnak was never, ever found. Cool story, huh?
So is that missing as well?
I'm
Will
supposed
we
to meet
find it in the
Arthur
course
at
of our
the
investigation?
Find that snake. You promised.
Okay. Next time I'll get through Super Sleuth. Now on to the reptile room.
Oh no! Someone let all the reptiles out of their cages. I guess someone needs to put them back.
Alright, now I can put this battery in the flashlight. Okay. Okay. Well, at least it's not just snakes here. Where's that? Okay. But now I have more things to find. What's this? Is that tuna?
I don't think they feed the snakes tuna.
Could it be for the cat?
For that cat?
Yeah. Is that a
Okay, who's the only person I know?
rattlesnake swizzle stick? Okay. What else is there to see here? Wait. Jahaje, an Egyptian cobra.
On the poster I
Need to decode. Yup. All right. Oh, great. 500 points. Woo! All right. Woo! I achieved Super Sleuth. And wow, I'm more than halfway through Ultimate Private Eye. That's the highest ranking. But I still have a long way to go before I can achieve Ultimate Private Eye and unlock the special ending. But let's keep going. Alright, now we're back in the hotel lobby. Oh right, because we have to decode the Neja Haje, however you say it, and decode the snake. And that's right here. Okay. D E C D F A. Well, that doesn't spell out anything.
Doesn't make any sense.
Are they musical notes?
Notes, maybe?
George? Maybe we can confront him about the swizzle stick.
You're on a mission.
Someone put a snake in Eda's locker.
Someone put a live snake in Eda's locker? She must have had it fit.
When I was in the reptile room, I found this swizzle stick.
Wait a minute. If you think I put that snake in Eda's locker, you're dead wrong. Although I applaud whoever did. Exposing her to snakes might help her get over that silly phobia she has.
But you're pretty much the only person around here who drinks rattlesnakes, aren't you?
Yes, but I promise you I have not been in the reptile room in days.
What about the actress from the original Pharaoh movie?
Lois.
Lois Manson. How did she end up with a poisonous snake on the set?
That is a question no one to this day has been able to answer. Some people say the snake wrangler accidentally gave Lois a real asp instead of a non-poisonous black snake.
Ooh,
Others,
asps.
someone knowing
Very dangerous.
And some say Lois herself switched the snakes because her unrequited love for the film's director had driven her mad. Or maybe she was seeing the market.
What do you mean?
I read somewhere that she had a strange birthmark on her arm, one that resembled the Egyptian hieroglyph that meant cursed. Probably just a Hollywood myth.
Most likely.
Even a myth usually has some element of truth.
Do they, though?
The prop room that Molly McKenna keeps locked was broken into tonight.
Don't tell me you found a rattlesnake swizzle stick in there, too.
No, but I do know the thief was wearing a hooded cloak.
Sorry, my hooded cloak is at the cleaners. But I suppose you want to test my hands for traces of flash boom anyway, right? Detective Drew?
How did you know I'm a detective?
I heard someone talking over at the Casbah.
How did you know? How did you know the thief stole the flash boom?
I just assumed that. I mean, it's the only thing in there worth stealing, right? Hey, speaking of the Casbah, that's where I'm headed. Join me?
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
That was weird. I should check out George's room.
Yes, I will, but I have to kind of, well, do what I did before. Okay. Turn off the fountain using that with the clock again. Huh. Okay.
You have
What?
new messages. To listen to your messages, please enter your
5.
employee access code.
Okay, well, I will put in the code from this.
Hi, this is Jake from Dana's Security Systems. So we got your cameras all serviced, but my technician told me that he misplaced that key James to open the access panel in the lobby. Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. He said he had some cleaning crew that was in the lobby with him that night, but none of them seem to remember seeing anything lying around. I hope that's not going to cause you guys too much trouble. Keep our eye out and let you know if anything turns up on our end. Thanks.
Maybe the key that opens the service panel is still around here somewhere.
Yes. And there it is.
I know. I can decrypt the camera's data chip to see George entering his code. I just need to turn off the camera.
And I have to use it with this data chip. Oh, my bad. Now I can use the chip. Okay, here we go again. All right. No mistakes there either. And whoa, my score is over 200,000. Yeah, I've made a few mistakes with about mismatching items, but it's no biggie. I just figure if you can get a good head start of making as many matches as possible, that increases your chance of getting the special ending. Yeah, I think you need a score of at least 300,000 or close to it to unlock the special ending.
There we go, the penthouse. This looks almost as bad as the wardrobe department.
Alright.
Whoa, a makeshift photography lab. Shoot, the bulb burned out. How can I get another red bulb?
Alright. Alright. Now I have a red bulb. Alright. Okay. Battery is needed for the camera. Okay. Replace the bulb with that red one. Woo! Very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make some print some photos. Here are his notes for developing them. Okay. Okay, that's correct. Okay. Negatives in the... Okay, go in the black. Now I redo it. Black, sink, white. Okay.
Wow, all these are candid photos of Eda.
Oh my.
That's a little creepy.
No police. That is absolutely out of the question. Nancy, wonderful timing. A slight problem has arisen.
Eda's missing. She was supposed to meet us at the Casbah, but she didn't. I checked her room. She's not there. I called her agent. He hasn't heard from her. This just isn't like her.
And it isn't like you to be so worried about her.
I'm worried about the picture. All we have left to shoot are her scenes, Arthur. If she isn't on the set tomorrow, we are toast.
Since you put it that way, perhaps you should drop whatever it is you're doing and look for her.
Do you have any idea why George Jackson would be taking pictures of Eda on the sly? You know, without her knowing it?
That makes no sense. He spends all day with Eda on the set. Why would he secretly be taking pictures of her?
I don't know, but he's got a ton of them in his room.
That's sick.
Is George still at the Casbah?
To my knowledge, he was never there. At least, not while we were waiting for Eda to show.
And we were there. Why?
That's odd. He said that's where he was going.
Eda's missing. George is missing. George has been stalking Eda. I'm getting a little creeped out here. Arthur, we really should.
No police.
Then go over to the Casbah and keep your ears open. Listen for the latest gossip on Eda. It might help you figure out where she is.
I'll do that.
Quickly.
Probably have to make more
All the
smoothies.
customers are gone. Luckily, it's almost closing time. In the meantime, I can make smoothies and listen for more gossip. Double the amounts of each ingredient, double your points. Well, that would be nice, but if it'll means I have to go faster, this might be a little harder. And I think, yes, it is moving a little faster.
Potatoes on top of ice cream.
Have you tried it?
Give up ice cream?
Oh,
Are you
darn.
mental?
That Molly McKenna's a piece of work, isn't she? Hey, she's a lot better than that Hannah's mom. So someone answered the matter. Not to be funny.
Okay, I have to guess I should just make mistakes to start.
2 days into the shoot, she started getting real anxious and uptight about every little thing. It was weird. It was almost like someone else. You know who scares me? Arthur Hitchens. I met him once. I thought he was nice. I mean, how big he is. If you were like standing next to him and there was an earthquake and he fell over, but you fell over first so that he fell on top of you, we are talking about major allergies.
You know Hector, the gazillion-year-old set builder?
What about it?
He says the reason they bulldozed over the first Pharaoh set was because right after Lois Manson died, it got infested with bugs.
Bugs?
Yeah, like beetles and cockroaches and stuff. They were all over the place, in all the walls, the lights.
All right.
lately? Nope. She's rendezvousing with someone down at the docks.
Ah.
The docks? You know, you go the back way to the Main Street attraction. Oh, yeah. Where the Nile Princess is tied up. Who's Eda rendezvousing with? Look around.
So we'll have to go to the docks.
George Jackson. Bingo. So that's where Eda went. I didn't know there were any docks around here.
Me neither.
I wonder how you get to that back entrance. I'll have to figure that out as soon as I'm done snooping in here.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Break at 25 hertz. That means if I... Oh. Gotta get the key there. Oh, I guess, okay, that'll adjust the settings. Oh, it broke something. That must be the key, but The glass is broken. Gotta pick it up without hurting yourself. Well, that'll do. Yes.
This could come in handy. Maybe I'll just borrow it for a little while.
Okay. Oh, the bar's deserted. Uh-oh.
Hey!
The cat's back.
That cat just shredded this music.
Oh, no. Hey, what's... Another gramophone. Let's listen to it. Okay. Play it again. Oh, yeah, like the name... The misquoted line, "Play it again, Sam."
Recorded by Z.B. Collingwood on December 13th, 1936. The day the scales fell from my eyes. I saw the first rough cut of my masterpiece and was immediately struck by two things. Lois Manson is one of the most beautiful women ever created, and she is a perfectly dreadful actress. I believe that with judicious editing, Pharaoh can and will be saved, but oh, how blind I've been. I must think of a way to spare poor Lois the humiliation that surely awaits her. See that she is remembered for something, anything other than her utter lack of talent.
Okay, gotta fix this. Oh. Ah, maybe this opens it. Okay, Oh, great. Tape will fix this. Or fix it enough. Okay.
Hey, now I
All
can
right.
try out those musical notes I decoded from the Major
Egyptian Cobra. Okay. D, E, C, D, F, A. Okay.
That was pretty. Wonder if that song has a name. Here we go. The
Nile Princess.
Where have I heard that name before?
Ooh. Wow, that was a good streak there. Rats. Oh well. Yeah, see, when it comes to like the getting through halfway through a detective ranking, it takes longer until you can reach the end. So I still got a long way to go to unlock the special ending, but I'm gonna do it. What's this?
It looks like the Dead at the Wheel attraction uses a car and a fake crash wall, along with a detective statue. I guess there was more to that statue than I thought. That fake wall is sturdier than I expected. Looks like I'll have to activate this Dead at the Wheel attraction.
Oh, so that's what this is here for. It's an attraction. Oh, broken.
I think the car is part of this attraction, but it looks like it's broken.
Finally get to pick the lock again. Okay, now it's another color thrown in the mix, blue. Okay. Wow, 250,000 points. Why was I gonna say coins? I think I was starting points, and then I think looking at that token machine, or made me think coin. That's why I started saying coins. Sorry about that, but oh.
Wow, that was pretty cool. I wonder how the car gets repaired at the end of the attraction.
Yes. All right, down to the docks. So yeah, now I've got over 250,000 points. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, darn it. Well, more likely to make mistakes later on. Well, that'll put me back on track for the time being. But it's moving faster, so...
Welcome to the docks. During the filming of the first Pharaoh movie, the man-made lake you see before you doubled as the Nile River. 10 tons of sand and 2,000 palm trees were brought in so that in the movie's most spectacular scene, Lois Manson, starring as Nefertiti, Princess of the Nile, could appear to be surveying her domain from her royal barge. When the movie wrapped, the film's eccentric director demanded that the sand and trees be removed and that every set, no matter how elaborate, be bulldozed over. In 1943, a theme park was built on top of the buried sets. Unfortunately, World War II was raging and the public was in no mood for theme parks. Its owners went bankrupt, and in 1947, the park was abandoned. The docks are among the attractions that were left behind. The steamship to your right, now empty, once housed a restaurant and was aptly dubbed the Nile Princess. On a more mysterious note, blueprints showing the exact locations of the original Pharaoh sets were also left behind, albeit on purpose. The film's director supposedly hid them somewhere on the grounds of the park just before his death in 1949. These blueprints, if they truly exist, have never been found.
Whoa! So according to that audio tour, the entire set from the 1937 Pharaoh film was buried. And I'm standing on top of it right now.
Whew! Now, let's see what there is to see. Oh, so that's the Nile Princess. Oh, there's a key in there. Looks like it goes to this. Slingshot. Alright.
Hey, there's something down in the water. I wonder if that buoy is marking something.
Okay, and attach it to that. Okay, it's still loose, so use the wrench.
These must be the blueprints they were talking about in the audio tour. Looks like the final filming took place
under the house on Main Street. All right.
That cellar door looks like a good way to get under the house.
Uh-oh, but there's lots of crows around here.
I have to distract them somehow. Something tells me I need to pay close attention to color.
Yes. I can't click on them yet, but I need to match up objects scattered around here with certain colors, match them up with crows that have eyes or these leg bands that are the same colors. But as you can see, it's a timed puzzle, so I have to work fast. Oh, there's the cat. Oh, Cocoa Pringle bar. All right, I did it.
Now to get into that cellar.
Because if you don't make all the matches with the crows and the objects in time before the meter goes down, you have to start again. Okay, look where I am. I think I'm still going high enough in points that I'll get to see the special ending. All right, so now I'll pick the lock. Go down. Okay, doesn't matter if you don't have the appropriate object in its color right away. If you just at least drop them down until you can make the pattern that's acceptable. I know I shouldn't have been talking. Alright, well, it's best to start over again anyway. What I was trying to say, and this is why it's hard for me to, you know, do the puzzle and talk at the same time, but it's okay if you have to use the colored objects like this until you can get the next one you need to make the pattern. But as you just saw, it took me up to the top before I could finish, and then now I had to restart. There we go. Oh, look, I can use this. No waste at all. Finally. Getting close.
Whoa, what's in here? I should light these candles so I can check out this room.
Alright, another time puzzle. Light all the candles before the meter goes down.
Darn, I didn't light them all in time. I'll have to try that again.
There we go.
This looks tricky. I don't think my lockpick kit will work on this one.
Is that flash boom?
Aha! So this is where all the flash boom ended up. I'll bet someone is using it to look for the lost footage. Someone's outside. I'm going to find out who.
Oh my gosh, you scared me. Oh my gosh, my heart's not beating. I'm not kidding, I can't feel my pulse. Oh wait, there it is. What are you doing out here?
Arthur sent me to look for you. Because you didn't show up for your meeting at the Casbah.
I'm hiding. I was on my way to that meeting when I suddenly got this premonition that something terrible was about to happen. So I've just been walking around, trying to make the feeling go away.
I think I've discovered. who's been spying on you.
Really? Let's hear it.
George Jackson. He's been following you around taking pictures without your knowing.
Ew.
Maybe he's the reason for your premonition.
My what? Oh, my premonition.
Oh, she forgot her claim of having a premonition.
Is, the weirdo.
Do you think George Jackson is? Do you think George Jackson is responsible for the accidents?
If he's as twisted as you say, it wouldn't surprise me. Although, my money would have been on Arthur.
Arthur Hitchens? Why?
My agent says he's one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. Not because he's super rich, but because everybody owns him. In fact, if I were you, I'd figure out how to sneak a peek inside that safe in his office. I bet you'd find all sorts of goodies in there.
Oh, whoa. 288,000. I'm getting there.
The safe is locked, naturally. The third crate here contained that decoder, but what's this Valley of the Kings one? I'd better head over to Stage A to find out.
Combination is plain to see. Well, here's a model plane in here. Yep. What a good joke. Okay, so there's the panel.
This must be the code.
Alright, the code to the safe. Left, Sammy's birthday, Treasure Island volume, Coat Inspector. So it's in this order. Turn it left, right, left, the numbers that correspond to these. Alright, so 21st. What did it say again? Treasure Island and then Coat Inspector. 9 and okay, so 21 9 37.
There we go. Maybe I should try out this phone number.
You've reached
office of Lydia Lynn, Tinseltown Tatler celebrity journalist. Leave a juicy message after the beep.
That was interesting.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting close. I think it is. The score needs to be 300,000. Okay, looking for box 73. No. Yep.
This is the crate from the manifest in Arthur's office.
Blueprints of the Ark. All right, that's what you use the shovel for.
The Ark is buried here.
And let's see what it holds.
A coded lock.
Naja Haje is known by among scientifics. Another name has been applied. Enter it using hieroglyphics. Okay, that's Egyptian cobra. So let's see, spell it out. Egyptian cobra using the hieroglyphics or glyphs. They used it like alternate variations, different variations of that. I'm not sure if one is meant to be more correct than another. Okay. Okay, yeah, I made a mistake there. When you get it right, you're starting to spell it out. The letters will appear, but if you make a mistake, then it disappears. Okay, so I'm gonna type it in correctly. Egyptian cobra. Cobra. Okay.
This is a lockpick I need to get into that sarcophagus under the Main Street house.
And
I think
maybe
it's time for a little powwow.
maybe I can find the lost footage down under there. Okay, everyone's here now.
Well, well, the gang's all here. Where have you been? Believe it or not, I was actually worried about you.
As well you should have been. I was hiding from Mr. Spy Cam here.
You talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to?
George, I saw your makeshift photo lab, along with the photos of Eda you took behind her back. Or should I say, of her back?
You were snooping in my room?
She's a detective, freak lips.
How did you know she was a detective?
I told her. I was trying to calm her down after someone put that snake in her locker.
Someone put a snake in your locker?
Apparently taking pictures of me wasn't enough.
I did not put that snake in your locker.
Come on, who else would have done it?
Actually, you.
Hey, look, Eda may not be my favorite person, but I would never risk traumatizing her like that. It would jeopardize the picture.
Probably true, but if that snake wasn't meant for her, it was meant for me. While I was checking out that video chip, you shoved that snake into Eda's locker. You knew the wardrobe room would be my next stop. You knew it'd be my next stop after I saw the cloak on the video chip, because you'd already seen that it was missing from the reference model. You let all the reptiles out of their cages, too, just in case I somehow missed the snake.
Ew! Oh my gosh, you're both freaks!
You tried to scare Nancy off the case?
She realized I actually knew what I was doing and was afraid I might somehow keep her from finding that lost footage.
You broke into your own prop room to make it look like someone else took that flesh spoon, didn't you? And you tried to frame me for the snake stuff with that stupid swizzle stick.
Okay. So maybe the idea of finding that lost footage made me do things that were a little excessive. But I never used any of the flash boom because finding the entrance to the original Pharaoh set is impossible. And I never put anybody's life in danger like you did.
Since when is feeding a cat a threat to anybody's life?
I'm talking about the accidents. Oops.
You're the reason that black cat's always running around.
A case of loose lips sink
I just
ships.
thought it would hype the Lois Manson curse rumor that I sort of started. But so what? Curses are great publicity. The Tinseltown Tatler laughed it up when I sort of called them and talked about it. But that's nowhere near as bad as what Peeping George here has been doing.
I was taking pictures of that mark on your back.
What mark on my back?
The one that's just like the mark Lois Manson had on her back. The one that meant she was cursed. There really is a curse, people. Seriously, mate, you need to shut this production down before history repeats itself and somebody gets killed.
You moron! That's a scar from a tattoo I had removed when I landed this part.
You actually believe in curses?
You're darn right I do. Hey,
One
look what
quarter
happened
fallen
to the
so
people
far
who
behind
opened the
schedule.
tomb of King
I
Tut.
don't believe
A week later, they were
All right,
talking
that's enough. Enough.
Run, hide, the big bad curses. What?
Just go to your rooms and get a good night's sleep. All of you. Now. We've got a picture to finish.
You know, Mr. Hitchens, something Eda said earlier has been bothering me. All these accidents, yet no one's been hurt. I think I know who's been causing them. I think you do, too.
Eda was right about publicity. The surest way to create a blockbuster is to get the media talking about the picture before it opens.
So you caused the accidents, taking care that no one got hurt. But instead of reporting them, you closed the set, knowing word would leak out anyway, and that all the secrecy would attract lots of media attention.
Correct. But from what I just witnessed, I'm afraid this film is headed for catastrophe, no matter how many mishaps I arrange or how much publicity they generate. No, only one thing can save me from financial ruin. That lost footage. Please, Nancy, you must find it.
Alright, I did it! I achieved Ultimate Private Eye. Now I can get the special ending, but I'm not done yet.
Time to revisit that sarcophagus and try out this new lockpick.
Okay, gotta light the candles again. Alright. Now I can use this special lockpicking kit.
It's a passageway that was farther underground. Oh boy, I guess I have to climb down through this sarcophagus.
I bet this is where the lost footage is. Hey, I recognize that sound effect. It was in Treasure in the Royal Tower when you open up the door in the elevator shaft. Oh, they use re-sound effects in these games quite well. And I forgot to mention earlier when I did the matching with the crows and colored objects that there was one of the items to match with a crow was a Cocoa Kringle bar wrapper. Even in the Dossier games, they still make nods to characters and objects from the main game series. Okay, so I have to blow away the rocks and do that by dropping colored bombs. At least 2 bombs and a fuse of the same color to blow them away. So it starts off easy at first, but it's going to get a little more difficult. Don't set off an explosion that's not next to a rock, because then that'll cause random rocks to fall into the playing field. Okay. Alright, that got most of them anyway. Alright. Oh, I forgot about this one down here.
All right.
All right. So I was right. I do need a score of 300,000 to get to see the bonus ending. All right. Oh no, another timed puzzle. Great.
Wow, cool. Let's check this place out.
Wow, 17 hidden objects. Alright, let's see what this says. You've made it this far. Congratulations, you've made it this far. There's only one thing left. Remove Lois from your path to see the truth. Am I about to find the lost footage? I've left you one more clue to be your guide. First, Lois flies with a grace unrehearsed. Next, Lois quenches the desert's deep thirst. Thirdly, she creeps and she scurries and stains. And lastly, she honors the deaths of great kings. Well, let's, it says remove the pillars here, so let's take a look at the pillars. Ah, okay. So look at these pillars. They have the letters L-O-I-S on them. And you have to pull the pillars in a certain order according to what that note says. Let's see, okay, so it's harder to find some than others. Okay, looks like all of them have been found. So, according to this, use the clues and the images on the pillars with the letters. Spell out Lois. Pull them in the order to spell out Lois. First, it says Lois flies, so I need to pull the pillars that have the images of the birds. Okay, so let's see. Look, find the L. Okay, pull that first, because it says Lois, what it said, Lois flies with a grace unrehearsed. So you pull all the bird images that spell out Lois first. Okay. Now I need the bird with the S. Now next in the note it says Lois quenches the desert's deep thirst. So I have to pull all the images with the rain clouds. Lois. Okay. Then third, she creeps and she scurries and stains, so I have to pull all the scorpion pictures. And then lastly, she honors the deaths of the great kings, so pull the pyramids. So next is the scorpion images with the pillars that have spell out Lois with the scorpion images. And then, now finally the pyramids. Oh. That's it. But before I check it out, there's one other hidden place there in here that can be easily missed. One more gramophone record. Now let's listen to it. Huh, that's interesting. The last chapter is called The Final Scene. I wonder if that's a purpose, in a way, nod to the game, The Final Scene, the fifth scene in the fifth game in the main series.
1937. Today, Pharaoh at long last wrapped. To say that it has been a tumultuous shoot is an understatement. I have convinced the studio that the entire set should be bulldozed over immediately. Given all that's happened, such a burial, dark and dramatic, is bound to generate massive amounts of free publicity, I told them. Which is true. But it's not the whole truth. That is what I shall bury. The truth in its entirety. So that someday, some worthy soul can discover it.
And Who else would that worthy soul be but Nancy Drew? And here it is.
A lost footage. It really exists. Oh my gosh. The director kept the original Jewel of Karnak for himself.
Eda?
So, where is it?
Eda? How'd you get here?
I followed you. I've been following you ever since I more or less told you to look in Arthur's safe. So where's the jewel?
The Jewel
of Karnak?
It was never here. Not the real one, at least. The director couldn't resist having an exact replica made and keeping the original for himself. It's all right here in this letter.
There's no Jewel of Karnak in here? I don't believe it! Here we are on the very set where the original Pharaoh was shot, just like I planned, only there's no Jewel? How am I supposed to get rich and famous now?
By being the star of this movie, maybe?
Are you kidding? Even I'm smart enough to know this movie is going to be a disaster. Unless, what if disaster were to strike again? Oh my gosh, if someone were to die as tragically and mysteriously as Lois Manson did on this movie, oh my gosh, it would make headlines all over the world.
Eda, what are you talking about?
Publicity! You die in a cave-in down here. We finish the film in your memory. It opens, bam, smash hit, and I'm rich and famous after all.
I die in a cave-in?
Yeah, that part's kind of a bummer. But hey, that's showbiz. It was a pleasure working with you, Nancy. Bye-bye.
Uh-oh, so now I gotta try to avoid being killed. Whoa, that knocked a lot of them clean away. Oh, come on. Give me a... running out of space here. Okay, well, there are no second chances in this game, as you may have noticed, unlike the main games, but this is the only way you can have second chance at the end, like this. Oh, great. Well, at least I'm in the clear there for the moment. Yes!
Hurry! Everything's about to collapse.
Now, even that scream of hers sounds a little melodramatic.
Well, Eda, looks like you got your wish for publicity after all.
Wow, over 340,000 points.
Time to see what's on this lost footage.
Yep,
Oh,
it's Lois Manson.
Lois Manson. She's
Alive?
alive? That's the Jewel of Karnak.
No way. So she faked her death, or at least she didn't fake her death all alone.
So Lois Manson didn't die from a snake bite while filming the first Pharaoh after all. Actress that she was, she faked the whole thing. The director was obviously in on it, as well as the coroner who signed her death certificate. So she must have been some kind of spy or federal witness or something. In any case, once the camera stopped rolling, she vanished into history. As for the Jewel of Karnak, which Lois apparently stole from the director after he switched it with a fake, Arthur Hitchens returned it to the Egyptian Museum from which it had come some 80 years earlier. This generated a lot of publicity, as did Eda's very convenient nervous breakdown, which allowed her to avoid prosecution when it came to that cave.
Not too
As a
bad.
result, the new Pharaoh movie was a smash hit. Arthur was thrilled. Molly McKenna, who, believe it or not, wound up adopting that stray black cat I've been chasing all over
Really?
the lot, didn't much care. George Jackson, however, was disappointed. Despite his denials, he deeply resented the fact that Arthur had used his considerable influence to make George unemployable unless he directed Pharaoh. He wanted the movie to tank because it would have ruined Arthur financially. Of course, it wouldn't have done wonders for George's career.
Yeah.
He was either too focused on payback or just plain too dumb to realize that. As for me, the Tinseltown Tattler has been hounding me for months, trying to get the inside scoop of my adventure. I'm thinking I'll just have their people call my people, which means I'll have to train my people, i.e. Togo, to answer the phone. But something tells me having to talk to a dog won't faze their people one bit.
All right. And so that's the special ending you get if you earn a score of over 300,000 points. If you get below that, you don't see Lois hiding. You get to see the lost footage, of course, but it ends a little differently. You don't see Lois hiding the Jewel of Karnak, and the new Pharaoh film is a flop. And as a result, Arthur is deeply depressed about it, but George is happy. And so this is my full walkthrough for the first Nancy Drew Dossier game, Lights, Camera, Curses. I really liked playing this. I mean, when I played this several weeks ago, just for the first time, and Resorting to Danger as well, I really liked the unique differences it has from the main game series. It was a bit of a challenge at first, but then when you start something new, anything like that could be a challenge for you. But I really liked both of these Dossier games, but this one especially because it takes place in Hollywood. As a movie lover, I mean, this is was a very cool thing for it to do, a cool case. Okay, here's the preview for Resorting to Danger.
Famous go to get nipped, tucked, or just plain indulged. Massages, gourmet meals, exotic beauty treatments, luxurious rooms. Unfortunately, someone has added danger to its list of amenities, like tiny devices that suddenly explode. With potentially deadly results. Help me unmask this mad bomber before the spa's wealthy clients start checking out for good in my next adventure.
Okay, so this is how it appears in the menu once I've finished the game. Let's take a quick look. So now completed all the chapters. Alright, so this brings an end to my walkthrough for Lights, Camera, Curses, the first Nancy Drew Dossier game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.